Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Tech Gamers World. In this video, we're going to unbox and review the LINKZONE 5G Mobile Hotspot from TCL. Now, if you're like me and you travel all over the place for professional and personal reasons, and you have multiple devices that don't feature cellular connectivity, such as tablets, laptops, you absolutely need one of these devices. This device is what's called a mobile hotspot and allows you to connect non-cellular enabled devices to your cellular carrier's network. So we're going to open this thing up, find out what's going on, and check it out. As always, if you could click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay everyone, welcome back. So as I said in the introduction video, here we have a LINKZONE 5G mobile hotspot from TCL. Now I got this to supplement my internet connectivity when I'm traveling for personal and professional reasons on devices that don't support cellular connectivity. In my case, a laptop and a tablet. So let's go ahead and here and check this out. So this is the box for the TCL LINKZONE 5G UW Mobile Hotspot. It's your typical cardboard box. It says the branding on the side with some tape that shows you it has not been opened. On the back here we have the description of the product and the box contents. So we have a TCL LINKZONE 5G UW Mobile Hotspot, a 4500 mAh battery, it's removable, a pre-installed SIM card, a fast charge wall USB power adapter, a USB Type-C cable, a quick reference guide, and important warranty and safety information. And there is a QR code to download the TCL Connect app on your phone from the Google Play or Apple App Store. And on the rest of the box here, that's about it. On this side, we have just some descriptions. It is a 5G ready product. It supports about 32 devices, has a 2.4-inch display, and also can act as a power bank. On the side here, we've just got some identifying information about the mobile hotspot used for cellular connectivity and tracking purposes. So let's go ahead here and bust this box open. I'm going to go ahead here and use my trusty X-Acto knife, always cutting away from me, to slice the box open. And here. So here we have the TCL LINKZONE 5G mobile hotspot. It's pretty light right now. It's because there's no battery in it. I'm going to go ahead and assume. So it says, note, install battery before use. See quick start guide for more information. Recycle all paper and plastic from this packaging. All right. Looks pretty sturdy here. It's got a nice like carbon-ish looking finish on the top. I like that. On the back it says 5G, showing you it's 5G ready. This particular device is going to be used with Verizon, so hence why you're seeing what looks like the Verizon symbol there. We've got a couple of ports on the bottom, a USB-C, a LAN port. This is an RJ45 port, and a reset switch. So we'll talk about those in a minute here. And a power button right here. So let's go ahead and move that to the side. Let's see what else we've got in here. So we've got a quick reference guide, important consumer safety information, and product safety and warranty information. So we'll go ahead and put those to the side. Here we've got the TCL battery. This is a battery cell, and in case anyone needs to know, the part number is 555154AR. If you ever need a replacement, you can just Google that battery part number and typically find either a generic third-party replacement or an actual TCL battery. It's your standard lithium-ion battery. It's got the standard copper connections there. The water sensor, that's what that is. It determines if it ever's gotten wet. So we'll go ahead here and just pull this plastic covering off. TCL 4.4 volt lithium ion battery. There's the part number again. Shows you which way to slide it in. The positive and negative poles on the connectors there. And just some more information on the back here, which I know it's hard to see. So let's go ahead and put that battery to the side. Here we have a USB cable. So this is a USB-C cable. This would plug into the device here, right here. Plug in just like that. And this is going to be used for twofold. One, it's probably going to be used to charge this. And two, you can connect this to a computer probably to get connectivity from the hotspot. You would plug this end into the hotspot, this end into a computer. If it supports that functionality, similar to what an iPhone does. If you plug your iPhone into a computer when your mobile hotspot is on, it will act as a internet connection through your laptop. Here is a TCL wall charger, part number CBA006-4BGTC5, and it has the standard USB port, and you plug this end into the wall. So this is, like I said, to charge the device. So you would plug your USB cable in here, plug this end into the wall, this end into the into the mobile hotspot, like so. That's how you charge this. Of course, obviously the battery has to be in. Okay, so let's go ahead here and check out the inside of the box. That's it. So I always keep everything in the condition I got it. So let's go ahead and put that to the side here. And let's take a look at the quick reference guide. So we've got some information here showing you the touchscreen, the power button, the USB-C port, the LAN port, and the reset button. How to connect your device, how to turn on the device here, how to connect it to the network. See, as it shows you, you can either connect the LINKZONE to your computer using the provided USB-C cable, connect one end of the Ethernet cable into the LAN port on the side of the LINKZONE and the other end of the computer, or use a wireless connection. Now, if you're like me, I'm probably going to use a wireless connection 9 times out of 10, just because of the convenience. I can keep this device in my backpack and not even have to worry about it. So showing here some more information. Use the TCL app, resetting the device, setting up the TCL LINKZONE 5G UW device. This device already has a Verizon 5G SIM card already installed. Now, I got this device from Verizon directly, so it's already going to have a SIM card installed with a phone number associated to it. And now for the main show, installing the battery. So to install the battery, align the metal contact with the pins inside the battery compartment. So we need to find the battery compartment. I'm going to go ahead and say it's on the back here. There it is. So there we can see the SIM card, and I'll bring it a little closer here to show you it's installed. Some more identifying information about this particular device. Now, to install the battery, you need to make sure that these pins touch these connectors. So in this case, the battery is going to go in face side down. Just like that. And it's going to click in. You'll know it's installed when you kind of feel it click in. If you ever plug the device in and it doesn't work, the battery doesn't work, that means one of two things. One, device is not charged, or two, you installed the battery incorrectly. And let's go ahead and get this cover back on here. So that added a little bit of weight to this device, but really minor amount. Let's go ahead and pull this cover off here. All right, and let's go ahead and see if this device actually will power on. So you're going to go ahead and hold the power button here, and it turns on. It says hello. not sure how charged this battery is. Usually lithium-ion batteries, whether they're for a cell phone or tablet or anything like that, typically do come with some sort of charge, depending on when the device was created and the battery was last charged. So the device is booting up now. Typically it will take a minute or two for the device to boot up, so you just have to be patient. And you'll know when it's booted when the screen becomes, shows some identifying information here, which is what we're starting to see. So we see Verizon there. And we can go ahead here and select English. Welcome to the MW513U. To connect a device via Wi-Fi, tap the home icon above, then tap Wi-Fi, name and password. Enter these on the device you want to connect. Swipe left to continue. Click the home with the upper right corner to exit. So we'll swipe left. Go to HTTP My Mobile Hotspot to manage additional settings for the MW513U. And that's it. So let's go ahead and here and hit home. So as you can see here, we are connected with a 4G signal because right now at the area that I'm in, there is no 5G service probably. That means. So we see that there are various options on the screen here. We've got 2.45 gigahertz Wi-Fi on, guest off. That means that it's showing Wi-Fi for the device. Actually, there is 5G. It just finished syncing to it. No device is currently connected, and Wi-Fi name and password. So we have to go through and set all these services up, which we will do in a minute here. So let's go ahead and see menu. Wi-Fi, data usage, connected devices, messages, settings, universal charging, software update, about, and help. First thing you always want to do with any device is always do a software update. So let's check for updates here, and it's going to reach out over the internet for updates, checking for new software for your device. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's going to find some. Your device is up to date. Excellent. Okay. So I noticed the screen is a little laggy when you touch it. I touched it a couple times there to get what I want. So let's go ahead here and go to Wi-Fi name and password. It is showing the network name and the password to connect to this mobile device. Mobile phone may be used to scan the QR code to access the internet. So if you have a tablet or an iPhone, an Android phone that supports QR codes, you can just go ahead and scan that QR code with your phone and it will connect you to the internet through this hotspot. Let's go ahead and hit back. So we have Wi-Fi. We can do band selection, Wi-Fi name and password. Here's where you would set your Wi-Fi name and password. I highly recommend you use a secure name and password for any of those services. Now, let's talk a little bit about this device. This device uses cellular service to get internet connectivity to devices it's connected to. So what does that mean? You're using this device to connect to a Verizon Wireless, T-Mobile, Sprint, any of those wireless carriers that support these types of devices. In my case, Verizon Wireless. Now, very important, you need to have a data plan associated to this device. You need to be very careful which kind of data plan you pick, because if you pick the wrong data plan, for example, like say a 2 gig a month data plan and you use it, if it doesn't stop you, when you get to that 2 gig limit, you can get data overages and end up having to pay a significant amount of money monthly. So very important. I always recommend, if you're going to be a heavy user who travels frequently, just get the unlimited data plan. It'll show you that. Now you can see here why the device rebooted. It's finished syncing to the Verizon Wireless, showing how much data is used and how many days are left in the cycle, so it knows. And very important note, this device is not a home internet replacement. It's basically used for mobile hotspotting. So it's not going to be the fastest in the world. It's not going to be meant for long-term use. You're not going to be able to transfer a ton of data from it to something else. Like if you're connecting to the internet with it and thinking that you're going to upload a 100 gig file to your company's Dropbox or Microsoft 365 OneDrive, or a video to YouTube, anything like that, that's probably not going to happen with this. Now, not to say it won't happen, but it could just take a considerable amount of time. So keep that in mind. And again, very important, the data considerations there. So here we have the device. As you can see, it's very small. And it's connected and ready for use. So I'm going to go ahead now and get this connected to one of my devices. And we'll see how fast the internet actually is through this device. So let's do that part now.